The doors ease open. A hush meets you, soft light, soft steps. Outside, noise slips away. We're here to look, together, at thoughtful, respectful art of the human body. As you step further inside, the clamor of the city fades completely, replaced by a profound and welcoming silence. All that remains is the soft echo of your own footsteps on the smooth stone floor, a rhythm that slows your pace. There is a low, continuous murmur of hushed conversations, a sound like a gentle stream flowing through the vast, open space. People speak in whispers, not because they are told to, but because the atmosphere itself invites reverence and quiet contemplation. "Look at the way the light falls there," one person says, their voice barely rising above the quiet. The air is still and cool, carrying a faint, clean scent of wood polish and old paper, the very perfume of history. The visitors themselves are a study in calm observation. An elderly couple stands before a large canvas, hands clasped behind their backs. They do not speak for a long time, sharing a silent understanding. A young student sits on a wooden bench, a sketchbook open on their lap, their pencil moving slowly, capturing a line and a shadow. A family walks by. Parents quietly explain something to their child. The child looks up with wide, interested eyes, absorbing it all. There is no sense of hurry here. People allow themselves the luxury of time, a rare gift in the modern world. They are not consuming images. They are in a gentle dialogue with them. The galleries are connected by wide, open doorways. You can see from one room into the next, creating a feeling of flow and continuity, an invitation to explore further. The art itself is a collection of forms, shapes, stories. The work spans centuries, continents. In one room you might find ancient marble figures, their surfaces worn smooth by time. Not relics of a forgotten world, but enduring explorations of the human condition. In another gallery, modern paintings use bold strokes of color, suggesting the body in motion or at rest. Some pieces are abstract, others rendered with careful, lifelike detail. The museum takes great care with presentation. The labels are written in clear, simple language. They list the artist's name, the date, and the materials used. They also offer a few sentences of context, created for a public fountain or part of a series exploring myths. These small notes frame the act of looking, reminding us the art was made in a specific time and for a specific purpose. None of the works are chosen for shock value. No graphic scenes or sensational displays. Nudity is incidental. The grace of a dancer, the strength of an athlete, the quiet vulnerability of a figure in repose. Why do some cultures embrace art that shows the nude form, while others view it with discomfort? The answer is not simple, because our perception of art is never just about what we see. It is woven into the complex fabric of history, belief, and social norms that shape our worldview. In many ancient cultures from Greece to India, the human body was not seen as something to be hidden in shame. Instead, it was often celebrated in art and ritual as a symbol of life, fertility, and divine power. Sculptures of gods and goddesses, heroes and athletes were often depicted without clothing to emphasize their ideal nature, their strength, and their connection to the natural world. This was a visual language of perfection. For them, the unclothed body was not about a lack of modesty. It was about representing a higher truth, an ideal to aspire to. However, in other times and places, different ideas took hold. The rise of certain religious traditions brought new rules about modesty and the body, associating nudity with sin or impropriety. Artists navigating these rules sometimes used allegory or myth to justify showing the body. This difference is not just a matter of the past. We see it all around us today. In some places, classical statues are common in parks. In others, similar images are censored from textbooks or removed from exhibitions. Culture is like a language, with its own grammar for what is polite, beautiful, and acceptable. These differing responses are deeply held values, not a matter of right or wrong. The museum presents the art and its history, allowing each visitor to begin from their own cultural starting point and engage in a silent dialogue with the past. The story of nude art is a long and winding one, stretching back through centuries and across cultures. In the European Renaissance, there was a powerful resurgence of interest in the art and ideas of ancient Greece and Rome, which celebrated the human form. Artists like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci began to study human anatomy with scientific precision. They created sculptures and paintings that depicted the human form with a new, breathtaking realism and emotional depth. These works were not hidden away. They were often displayed in churches and public squares, becoming part of the civic landscape. Over time, acceptance of nude art in the West became a hallmark of a sophisticated, educated society. People learned to distinguish between art and reality, to see a painted figure as a study in form, light, and beauty. This way of seeing is a learned skill, a cultural lens passed down through generations of art education and museum going. Elsewhere, traditions depicted the body in stylized or symbolic ways, focusing less on anatomical realism and more on spiritual ideas or social roles. Today, our interconnected world brings these diverse viewpoints together, sometimes in celebration, sometimes in conflict. By placing different traditions in a quiet, respectful space, the museum allows for gentle comparison without forcing beliefs to change. It invites us to understand where our own beliefs come from, and to see with empathy that others may see the world very differently. Creating a space where such art can be shown requires a delicate balance. On one hand, there is the principle of artistic freedom. Art asks difficult questions and challenges assumptions, and museums safeguard that exploration. On the other hand, small signs at entrances can gently note that works include nude figures, letting families choose. Guided tours are designed to be age-appropriate, speaking in ways that are historical, cultural, and never sensational. Talks and panels open respectful dialogue rather than demand agreement. Ultimately, the museum operates on trust. Visitors behave with respect, and the museum presents with care. This transforms a collection of objects into a living community space. Walking back toward the entrance, the quiet atmosphere of the galleries begins to recede. You push the door open and step back into the bright, busy world. But something has shifted. The experience lingers, a quiet echo. You might look at passers-by with a slightly different eye. The museum gives no easy answers. Its power is in the questions it raises. What does it mean to show the human body as art? And what does that choice say about our ideas of freedom and care?